What's up, I'm Gumball Games here, and this is an overview of my custom LEGO Star Wars control tower from Rogue One. So these are the characters that I collected from the numerous official Rogue One LEGO sets. So the first character we have is Baze. He's the sort of the heavy one with the machine gun. He has some very nice printing on the torso and the legs. He's got a nice build for the machine gun. I wish that they made this back part just a little bit smaller because it's very hard to sit him down on ships and stuff, but otherwise it's a pretty good figure. It's pretty accurate. He's actually got like a secondary head right here. I prefer this one though. But yeah, that's Baze. The next character is Cherut Imwe. He's the blind Asian one. He is one of my favorite characters from Rogue One, and I think the figure is pretty cool. There was like a holder for his little staff thing here, but I took it off. He doesn't have any leg printing, but he does have this really cool like felt sort of like skirt, which has some nice printing, which I guess kind of makes up for it. The body is really nice, and he actually has an alternate face as well. Although, again, I like this one better. I like how they did the eyes, because in the movie he's actually blind. So I just like how they did the eyes sort of like a lighter color to signify that. So that's Cherut. The next character we have is Bodhi. He's the pilot that is interrogated by Saw Gerrera, and he just has some nice like body printing. It's nice. I'm pretty sure he has an alternate one when he's flying, yeah, with the goggles. So that's a nice figure all around. The next figure we have here is Cassian. Lego wise, they did a really good job on his printing, and he's got a nice like face printing with the beard. He's got this, and even some on the back, which is sometimes hard to find. The hairpiece is a little generic, but that's okay. And he's also got a secondary face. Although, again, I like this one better. So, yeah, that's Cassian. The next figure is, of course, Jyn Erso. This is a very nice character, mostly because of all the newer pieces, or at least rarer pieces that they added to it. So, as you can see, this is a custom piece. It's the helmet and the hair, which is really nice. The goggles come off. She has two expressions, but she's got this nice little like like sort of handbag thing that is actually really cool. And there's this like felt thing. It's not really a cape, it's more like a cloak, and it goes around the whole body, and I think it looks really nice. And the handbags sort of like hold it down, and it just looks like very compact and very nice as a character. So the next one is everyone's favorite, K2SO. This is one of my favorite characters as a Lego and in the movie. I really like this. They went out of their way. They made a whole custom mold for his body and head. The head does not come off. These are like super battle droid legs, but they're black and they go very nicely on here to make him pretty much proportional to the rest of the characters. Like just here's like a rebel trooper for height comparison. He's a little bit taller. Maybe he could have been a little taller, but I do like them not having to make extra molds for the legs. But there's a very nice like Imperial printing right here, because he is in fact a reprogrammed Imperial droid, and he just looks nice overall. So the next characters we have here, I just kind of put them in a group. They are the Rebel soldiers. I think it's cool that they made them all unique, so like none of these guys are the same. And this one is he's got like tan printing. He's got a gray torso and a really nice sort of like helmet piece right here. Fits very nicely, of course. This next one, he's got this like weird little shovel helmet that I actually quite like. It fits really tight around the head, and it's like a really weird slanted shape. Not something I remember from the movie, but that's okay. This one is just kind of like a standard one. He looks kind of like the other two, except he's got like a very standard helmet. Nothing really that special about him. And then this one is sort of like a gray alien one. This is like this is the best face on any Lego character ever. One is this sort of like monkey guy who I actually do remember from the movie, and this is actually like one big headpiece, but it still looks really cool. So the next character is, of course, Director Krennic. He's a very nice character. The torso printing is great. The cape is made of like a newer material than the rest of the other capes Lego made, and he's just a great character overall. So the next two characters, as you can see, is just sort of this standard, generic sort of like officer, with just some nice goggles and double printing on his head, actually. And the other figure is this sort of generic stormtrooper that's actually from Star Wars Rebels, but I didn't get original Stormy from any of the Rogue One sets, so I'm just gonna use this guy. This guy is just kind of a cool guy. He's just sort of like a Death Star operator sort of person. He's a cool guy to have in your Imperial Army collection. I like the torso printing. I like the molded helmet. And he just looks really nice. This next guy is really cool. He's the TIE Fighter, like Special Ops TIE Fighter sort of pilot. And I just like the torso printing. I like the streaks on the helmet down the eyes. The back isn't quite as detailed, but I really like everything else about this character. The next character is, of course, the really cool Death Trooper, who has a nice helmet mold, a nice shoulder pad, and really good torso printing, just so you can see the back. This is one of my favorite characters, just because of the amazing helmet mold and the detail put into it. And last but not least, we have my favorite Stormtrooper variation of all time is, of course, the Shore Trooper, who has this nice, like, amazing helmet mold with just these small details everywhere that make it look great. And the torso's good, the legs are good, and I like the sort of blue and red printing on some of the body parts, so it just kind of looks like the paint on the actual movie character. So one last time, here's all the characters nicely displayed on the little display set that I made. They're all evenly spaced. You can see all of them, and they look really nice. But now let's get to the main part of this video, which is the custom build that I made. So this is my custom build. It's the control tower from Rogue One. It has like sort of a base of about 5 floors, and even though the top is a little bit more accurate, I thought I'd add some cool features on the bottom. So let's look at the first floor. So the first floor is sort of like a hangar for ships and speeders. This is just sort of like a sort of basic speeder that I could show as a demonstration. There's a little bit of room in here. There's not much detail on the inside, but there is on the second floor. The second floor has like 2 doors that look like jail doors because I don't have normal ones. It has this nice sort of sniping balcony that I made. It looks very nice. I don't know if you can tell, but this isn't like empty. There's a Lego like window piece in here, which is like a cool sort of like Star Wars architectural thing. The next floor, which is the third floor, is very open. It's sort of like where I feel like the Imperials would fire the cannons. So I made this cool little dual cannon, and if you press this back, it shoots both the bullets at once. So that's pretty cool. The fourth floor is actually very empty. This is sort of like the sort of mangy part of it. I made it look very textural. It pokes out on the sides. That's the fourth floor. Here's the fifth one. It doesn't really have an interior, but this is where the sort of like the sort of claw machine like thing would be from the movie. And then here's this sixth floor. So there's actually 6 floors. This is the balcony where Jin and Krennic have their little fight, and this is just the radio antenna. That's the custom build. Thanks for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed.